Hi guys, welcome back. It's Paul again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today's video, I'm just going to start some random cartoons based loosely around plants and food, like apples and things like that in the next few weeks. I've got a really exciting announcement next week to go through with you. So to kind of just give you a bit of a flavour for what I'm going to be doing from next week onwards, I'm going to do a little cactus drawing. So you might have seen this on the internet somewhere else. I quite like doing cactuses with faces on. I've actually painted plant pots recently with cacti all over them. For the garden, and then sprayed them with varnish so you can actually put them outside. So this one, what you'll need is, if you can, a range of greens, maybe 2 greens. I'm going to use 2 of my Faber-Castell pencil crayons here. I've just put another couple of greens just in case I don't quite get I don't like the colour. And then, I've got these Stabilo fine line marker pens just to show you how I'd use that for the spikes on the cactus when I've finished. But I'm going to use my black. I've got a nice brand new Derwent sketching pencil from Scrawler Box, which is a monthly subscription channel that I pay for, £15 a month. I've done a review of the first box I received last month, and I'm just waiting for the second box on my new subscription on there. So for £15 a month you get a box full of all sorts of art equipment, art supplies. So let's get down to it. Just really quite small on this one. I'm going to draw 2 cactus giving each other a hug. Okay, so just bear with me for a minute. I'll keep moving away from the camera with my hands so you can follow this through. A lot of people have been getting in touch to say that what they do is pause the videos, which is great. Okay, so that's the size of the cactus I'm going to do. Okay, so this is where this is important now. I've got to get a curve in here, and I'm doing this really pressing down on this pencil. You guys, if you're not sure, just do it light and you can always rub it out. It's much harder to rub out if you're pressing down hard. Okay, now what we want is one curve like that. We're going to do an S. Okay, the reason why we're going to do an S is that this is going to be the hand of both of the cactuses. Okay, so that's okay for that one. Now you'll see what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to bring in the other cactus like this, and this one's going to go all the way down. Okay, now you can do these as fat or as thin as you like. I quite like doing these long thin cactus when I'm drawing these cartoons. It just gives it a bit more interest really than doing a fatter one. So 2 thin cactuses there. Now we need plant pots, so what I would do now is I'd draw a curve like this. Okay, and then we're going to do a thin line like this around. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to get the rim of the plant pot, and you want to continue with this curve similar to this one if you can. Then we're going to go in slightly like this, and then we're going to curve it round again like that. Okay, so you do something like that, and then we're going to get a bit of a brown, bit of soil there. Okay, so I'll grab a bit of a brown pencil crayon in a little while. Okay, with this one I'm going to go again, curve it round if you can. You can do different size pots if you want to. I'm going to try and put these right next to each other. probably done this a little bit too close to each other here. Okay, we're going to have a similar kind of size pot for this one. It's probably going to just be a little bit shorter in its bottom section there. Okay, so that's where we've got the cactus. I'm going to shade this in green, but I want to show you what I'm going to do with these greens. So I'm going to probably do this brighter green around this outside edge. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down, and we're going to shade in this area here. It's going to come over the top. It's going to go around here, and it's going to disappear there. So we're going to shade that in darker. Okay, so 6 minutes on the clock. Try and get this done within 10 ideally. Okay, to try and think about doing this for 5 minutes, but we never quite do that. I'm going to put a bit of soil in there later, so we don't have to colour it all the way down. So we're going to just shade in top edge here, right along this top edge. Probably spend more time colouring in than me. Okay, when we get to this point, we curve it round, and we're going to go down to this here. Okay, down to the hand, and again we're going to colour in nice and bright on the outside edge. Okay, hope everybody's safe and staying well and safe in the lockdown situation we're still in at the moment. Anyway, I don't think when I go back to work, I'm not sure that I'm going to have time to post a video every day, which is going to be a bit of a shame. I've quite enjoyed doing these, and I know a lot of people have been getting quite a lot out of these videos as well. Just to let you know, we've gone past 300 subscribers. We're on 305 at the moment, so if you could share this with friends, family, let's see if we can get towards 400 by the time we get out of lockdown. Okay, ideally I'd like 500 by the time we get out of lockdown, 500 subscribers. So if you can share this with people, and if you could subscribe yourself, that'd be great. Please like the videos, put a comment on there. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the comments section. I think you'd only make comments if you're actually subscribing to YouTube. So darker through here. Okay, we've gone past 6,000 views in total as well, which is great. And I've had quite a few people asking me for original pieces of art on canvas, so I've been busy painting recently. I'm doing 4 at the moment, 4 different pieces of art for people, which is very time consuming. I'm doing it mostly in the evenings when I've got my work done, working from home, and my kids as well. They're at primary school and high school. Got a series of homeworks and home learning to do as well, so keeping them busy. Sure you guys are busy as well. I believe how fast the year's going when we're all on lockdown. It's crazy. 1 week blends into the next. It's going super fast. I played golf today for the first time, which is great. I've seen my dad for 10 weeks. Okay, so we're going to choose a lighter green now. So this is the green I'm going for. You can choose any green you like. Okay, any green at all that you like. But this is like nice cactus, kind of cactus colour. Okay, so you're trying to shade now all in the same direction. Okay. I've got some lines on this here, I don't know why. I think it's from a previous sketch I've done on the page before. It's gone through the page slightly. Not to worry. Okay, So that's that one done, which is good. And then the other one, I'm just going to miss a little bit of this top edge out because I'm going to give this one a little bit of light coming in, like a light bubble. So we're just going around that top edge with this one. Get out of your way in 2 seconds. Okay, so again, we're just going to go down across the page, nice and steady. Fill in any of the white if you can. Don't press too hard, you can always go over it again. I sometimes cross hatch, so I'll go one direction and then I'll go the other direction just to make sure I've coloured in any of the white sections. But when you're doing this, you're better off going light first time across. Don't need to press too hard. Okay, so it looks now like they're cuddling each other, but we haven't got a face on yet, so we'll do the face next. And this is where I'm going to change to my Stabilo fine liners. If you've got a felt tip, a green felt tip, it'd work fine. Okay, okay, so just leave a little bit of that lighter at the top, just to show that there's some light coming in across the top of his head. Okay, now you can do this any way you like. Now I'm gonna do one with their eyes open and one with their eyes closed. Okay. So, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to have this one's eyes. I've got a dark green Stabilo here. This one's eyes are going to be closed. So I'm going to have this kind of thing, and we're going to have a big smile on their face like that. This one's going to have his eyes open. So I'm going to do a green curve like this. It's like a backwards 6, this. Okay. There we are. And we'll match the smile. Okay. Now with the same pen, exactly the same pen, I'm going to put some spikes on this. And you want some of the spikes on the outside edge going from the line, and then the inside one's just going to flick a few spikes. Not too many, you don't want too many here. Less is more here actually. Okay, so we're going to do spikes across the head, a few in the arms. Okay, and 1 or 2 down at the bottom, like this. Okay, with the same green, I'm going to go around the pencil line with exactly the same green. Okay, so if you haven't got a green Stabilo fine liner, I'd recommend getting some actually if you're going to do loads of art like this. I'm going to go around this character as well while I'm at it, around the S. Okay, there we go. We haven't put any spikes in this little fella yet, so we will do in a minute. Okay, and then we'll do the same spikes coming out of this little cactus. Okay, got some across the top of his head as well. Some of them larger than the others, some of them quite small. So we're just putting some spikes through here now. get a few in there. That's good. Okay, and then what we can do is, what I'd like to do is, we've got brown, I've got brown Stabilo, but if you haven't got one, I've got a light brown here. If you haven't got one, don't worry too much. What you can do is go around it with a black maybe, fine liner, or any other pencil crayon really, or you go around it in a nice coloured pencil crayon. I'm going to use some brown as well to go through the soil at the bottom. Now I've got a couple of browns here. I've got a darker brown for the soil. So what I'll do is I'll just colour in the soil like this, and I want it nice and rough so that it looks like soil. I don't want it too smooth. Okay, at the base here you want to be able to see that it's soil. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do on that one, and the same on this. Just do little circles of colour really, of brown. You want a dark brown if you can. Okay, and then simply what you're going to do is get yourself a lightish brown, go around this edge. Okay, just quite a light brown here. You can use your darker brown in a minute. Okay, so light brown on these sides here. Nice and light, you don't need to press on very hard on this. Okay, same again with this. Nice and light all the way across. A little bit across the bottom. Okay, so there's one tub, if you like. There's one terracotta plant pot. Same again across this one. We're nearly finished now. A couple of minutes left and then we're done. Okay, you guys can take as long as you want on this. I'm rushing to get the video finished really, so it's not too long. There we are. So now what I would do is I'd go through, I'd go round this with a brown Stabilo, but you could use any colour that you wanted to. Black is fine. So I'm going around this again, around this outside edge. Okay. Around this bottom edge as well. Like that. Same again with these. Like this. There we are. Now just to make it final finished, if you go down here with a darker brown, or I'm just going to use a Stabilo because it's the right kind of colour. Okay, what you can do is, if you curve this here, if you curve a line there, and then have that line continue, okay, down here, over the top with the Stabilo there. Okay, it'll look like shadow, yeah. And then we'll do the same on this side. Like that. Okay. All I then got to do is use a silver or a black, something like that. Lost my trusty silver. Where's that little bad boy gone? I don't know where that's gone. Okay, so I've just got a silver here, or a grey, okay, and you just put a little bit of shadow at the bottom there so it looks like they're touching the floor, okay, and that's really important that you do that if you want it to look like it's stood on something, okay. So there we are, there's my kind of, I don't know, it's a cute little cactus, pair of cactuses having a cuddle. So I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe and sound, and see you again tomorrow. Okay, take care.